Never save money. This advice came from my grandfather, and this is why I share it. In a small farming village, there lived an old man everyone called lazy. He did not work. He spent his days sitting under the shade of a large tree on an old chair. Looking far away, he talked a lot about plans he never started. "One day I will open a shop," he said. "One day I will buy land and cows. Music will make money without getting tired." That day never came. People stopped laughing at him. They only looked at him with pity. His wife sighed and said, "Life does not live on dreams. Life lives on work." He lifted his shoulders slightly and said, "Someday I will find a way." Years passed. Life became harder. One night, his music grandson, barefoot and thin, asked softly, "Grandpa, is there bread?" The grandmother opened the cupboard. It was music empty. The old man looked at the floor. His throat felt tight. Music dreams could not be eaten. Ideas could not fill his stomach. That night, he did not sleep. The next morning, with shame in his heart, he went to work in the fields as a day worker. The work music was cruel. The sun burned his skin. His back bent lower each day. His hands became sore and painful. Sweat ran into his eyes. In the middle of the field, he whispered, "This feels like a chain." At night, he came home tired and silent. The grandmother served beans and 2 tortillas. Music never more. The boy hugged him and asked, "What did they give you today, Grandpa?" The old man looked at his pay and said, "It is little, but it is something." Music, but the money did not stay. Deaths took it, medicine took it, food took it. A few coins were left on the table. Week after music week, the pay came and went. The roof still leaked. Hunger music stayed. One afternoon at the village store, he heard men talking loudly. "The secret is saving. Music, if you save, you are safe." Those words stayed in his head. That night, he found a large glass jar music and hid it under the bed. Each week, after buying only what was needed, he dropped coins inside. The sound made him smile. It felt like hope. One day the grandson found the jar. "What is this, Grandpa?" "Our tomorrow," the old man said proudly. Music, but saving, was hard. He did not buy new shoes. Even when his old ones broke, food became less and less. They ate slowly. The plates were never full. One day, the grandmother, could not stay quiet. "What good is saving if we stay hungry?" He did not look up. "Someday you will understand." Months passed. The jar filled. To the old man it looked like safety. One morning they went to the market. He placed the money on the table. "I want 3 sacks of corn." The seller counted and shook his head. Prices went up. "This buys 1 sack and half." The old man froze. "Money loses value," the seller said simply. On the walk home, the jar felt heavy. That night, the old man poured the money on the table and counted again and again. It never grew. The boy asked quietly, "So, what is the use of saving, Grandpa?" The old man had no answer. Days became dark. He grew weaker. Food was not enough. Sometimes he felt there was no way forward. One morning, sitting on the porch, he saw neighbors pass by. One carried eggs, another carried bottles of milk. They walked calmly. They did not look afraid. Then he remembered the boy's words from long ago. "What if we buy chickens?" This time he listened. He took the last of the money and bought a few thin chickens. When he let them loose, the boy laughed and ran after them. "Now we have an egg factory." At first, they found 1 or 2 eggs a day. They ate some, they sold some. With that money, they bought another chicken. The old man wrote everything in a small notebook. Each egg mattered. Soon the yard was full of noise. Neighbors came to buy eggs. For the first time, the work felt good. One afternoon, The old man held an egg and said to the boy, "This is worth more than a jar of money. It feeds us, it grows, it does not lose value." The boy hugged him. "So you are not lazy any more?" The old man smiled with wet eyes. "No, my child, I finally learned. The jar stayed forgotten under the bed." When people talked about saving money, the old man pointed to the chickens and said, "Saving money is like holding water in your hands. It always slips away. Make it work, even if you start small." And that is how the man once called lazy learned the greatest truth of his music life. Never save money, make it grow.